Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense has the football first here today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
Looking for some space. It's Love. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The shotgun handoff here.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
The Huskers offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Solid run. Tackled at the 45-yard line. Second down play coming up. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. I just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Here's the second down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Fidone. Touchdown, Nebraska. This quarterback on fire today. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team here. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Short pass finds the tight end.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. Finds his target. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
And it's caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it with the draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it.
And looking for a big play here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Let's fly to the wideout. And he's got it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Yeah, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They'll try to run for the first down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Now it's 2nd down here. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a... and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Play action here on first down. Throws it to the right. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
That's complete downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On the ground, it's low. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook.
Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
He hands it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The ball is picked off. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Nair. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Huskers. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Good route running by that receiver on the corner. Was able to make a sharp break and run toward that open hole in the defense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 4th. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Caught on the outside. It's Fidone. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Here's the point after attempt. And they knock through the PAT, so it's 28-3. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the 2nd half? It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Huskers. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play. Any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And the sophomore making an impact play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. The pass rush closing in. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And the Huskers with first and 10 here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Caught near the goal line. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. First and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it's been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This one is getting ugly.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Keeping it on the ground here. That run moves the ball to the 16. The game makes it second and medium. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Under pressure, just lets it go. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short. detour from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He picks up the first down.
Third down.
Drilled on the tackle.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Now they'll run a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And here's the handoff. The Huskers are looking to keep this drive going. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here, so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down.
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between them.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a 43-yard attempt. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Caught in the backfield. It's Evans. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Off play action, he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's low. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner is brought down. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Check out the stats so far. 2nd down after that previous play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Ball handed to the running back. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
But they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And they'll give it to the back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Back behind the quarterback, a line in pistol. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Open.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Huskers will bring their punt team onto the field. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. A short completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Leonard. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. That's a big gain before. He'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Being set, here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. He made good on his last attempt. This one is from 45 yards out, and he knocks it right through the uprights. So they tack on 3 points, but still a large deficit.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. A solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll work the clock here with the running game. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. It's a shotgun run call. Breaking free at midfield. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Raiola. Receiver makes the grab. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Handoff in a single back formation. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Huskers will look to convert here on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger. This defense needed a stop right there. The offense can begin to think of touchdown, Nebraska. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. And they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch. A beatdown for the ages. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Taking a shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Mayer. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
The sure hands. It's Fidone. Touchdown, Huskers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here comes a first down pass attempt. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught on the outside. It's Evans. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Of course, the